Thursday, July 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern. The debut of MLB Network presents Driven, the Freddy Freeman story. The 90-minute film profiles the Los Angeles Dodgers star and chronicles Freeman's gratitude for his family, resilience through hardship, and ongoing pursuit of greatness. And we now welcome back to Intentional Talk, Freddy Freeman. And Freddy, first off, I want to say thank you as fans for giving us this kind of access into your life, into the journey of hoisting the Commissioner's Trophy. I know you've screened the entire thing. So what's the interview or element that people are going to love the most?
For me, it's watching it for the first time. You know, even watching that 2-minute clip right there, my hands are sweating. You know, that's just like, it's stuff that you dream about as kids as doing one day, and to actually have that happen and, you know, succeed in that moment, still kind of, you know, my body's kind of numb, you know, thinking about it. So for me, watching it for the first time and seeing my dad speak and talk about things, I saw a couple pictures of when I was younger. Obviously, we talk about my mom too, and there you can hear my mom's voice in videos when I'm coming down a water slide when I'm got to be 3 or 4 years old. So hearing my mom's voice again, that's what kind of gets me and hits me and gets me kind of all emotional. So yeah, like you can hear her saying my name right there, and yeah, it's gonna make me cry. You know, you guys know I like to cry and stuff, so you know, just it just pulls at the heartstrings. I miss my mom a ton, and seeing her on the videos, and then hearing my dad talk about how he thinks I've never really gotten over it, which I haven't. You know, it's sad, but then it's also kind of inspiring that there's so many different routes and roads you can take in life, and so many hardships that happen, and you're still able to, you know, get through it, and see my dad get through it, raise 3 boys as a single dad, mourn the loss of his wife, and just keep going. So hopefully it's an inspiration to a lot of people that have lost a parent as a young kid, that they're, you know, that you can still find the right path and succeed in life.
Dude, no doubt. Like, not even close to not being an inspiration. This thing is just so inspirational. You are. We love you here on the show. People across the game have so much respect for you. Yeah. Dude, I didn't even know I could get goosebumps in my toes when I was watching that. It is just so special. And like, you know, you mentioned too, to be able to share this now with your own kids down the road. Like, how incredible is that to be able to have that to pass along to them forever now?
Yeah, I think that's what's so, as I've gotten older, and, you know, they obviously came to me in spring training about doing the Freddy documentary, and at first kind of was like, well, I don't think I'm that interesting, you know, to do a documentary on. But as I've gotten older, I've said yes to more things about doing things about my career and my life, just so we can have it, you know, obviously when I'm done playing and as I've gotten older. And, you know, I've tried to bring, obviously, my kids and Charlie to pretty much everything that I do. And, you know, he's right at home. He's actually, you can see a reaction in the World Series in that documentary about him. When I got the hit in Game 5, his hands are up and he's going like this in the stands. So, you know, it's just really cool. And, you know, just to have kids of my own now, 3 boys, just like my mom and dad had 3 boys growing up. So things have kind of come full circle. And just to, you know, I talk about Mama Rosemary in heaven all the time, and, you know, just trying to let them know about my mom and how special she was to me. And even though they won't get to meet her one day, they will in heaven one day. So just trying to keep my mom's name alive. I think we're doing a pretty good job right now. So, you know, if we could talk about Rosemary some more, I think we're doing a great job.
Yeah, you got that right. You're doing a great job of that, dude. And you talk about your kids and Charlie, and he's thrown out now 4 first pitches, okay? And we want to walk these through. This is always on Freddie Freeman bobblehead night too.
Yeah.
So we got 4 different first pitches. If you could pick one, is there a favorite, or what was his best first pitch?
I think it's probably be 2024. Actually, he threw a perfect strike.
A seed from all the way back too.
Yeah, 2022. He was so nervous, you just didn't want to bounce it, so that's why he just threw it as high as he could and as far as he could. 2023, he said he slipped, and that's why he bounced it. 2024, Yeah, 2024 he threw a perfect strike, and then last year he just short hopped me, and he said he slipped again. So
yeah,
I get it. You know, regular shoes on a slope of dirt, you're gonna get a little slippery. So he obviously talks about this perfect strike he threw all the time.
Freddie, you were named to your 9th All-Star team, starting first baseman for the National League, which is so awesome. And you get to go back to Atlanta to do it, which is a place that holds a special place in your heart. What's that going to be like?
You know, I've tried to think about it the last few days ever since I got named. Obviously, the last 4 years that I've gone back, the fans, you know, have embraced me coming back and giving me ovations every single time. So, you know, for me, it's the Braves drafted me, gave me the opportunity to play professional baseball, let me come to the big leagues at 20 years old, and then ultimately we were able to bring a World Series championship back to Atlanta in 2021. So it's a special, special place. I spent 12 years in the big leagues there. It's always going to be special to me. So going back to the All-Star game and starting there in front of those fans that watched me grow up pretty much as a kid to an adult, it's going to be special. I got a lot of family coming in for that. So we're all really looking forward to Tuesday.
Hey, Freddie, last year we had a chance to be around you guys, me and Sierra, at the All-Star, or at the World Series in New York. And one thing that I really noticed about your team, and it comes across even in that short little clip, is the love for one another and the care for one another. And a couple days ago, you guys had a big moment with one of your teammates, and he strikes out 3,000 hitters, and the excitement that you guys showed for him. Talk us through that, because that to me showed, you know, everything about Clayton Kershaw, the love that you guys have for him as a teammate.
Yeah, I think if you guys know Clayton, he's not going to be one to talk about accolades himself at all. So as a guy that came up a long time ago, numbers, you know, when he came up, round numbers were kind of important. And I was the one who was counting his strikeouts. From I think about 38, I started counting them down after every start, how many he needed. Because he's not going to be one to talk about it. And when you do something this special in the game for 18 years now, just what he does on the field, what he does off the field with his foundation, he just helps so many people. He's such a wonderful man. So as much as we can love on him and give him as much love, I just don't think it's enough, truly, because he's one of the greatest pitchers in history of the game. You know, I saw the stat the other day where they put up his numbers. It was like 217 wins, 3,000 strikeouts, a 2.5 ERA. In today's game, it's just unheard of. And he just continues to do it every year. He's not throwing 95 like he used to, but he's still getting guys out. Gives us a chance to win every single day. And I don't know how much longer he's going to play, but every time 22's on the mound for the Dodgers, I think everything is all right in the world.
Another guy who doesn't like boasting about his accolades, my co-host, Ryan Dempster, which, by the way, you guys shared a field together. In 2017, the WBC, you guys played for Team Canada. You got to give me a story about Demp. What kind of teammate was he?
Well, a guy that took the ball, Demp pitched twice in that 2017 World Baseball Classic. Like game 1 and 3, right, Ryan? Like against the Dominican and the United States.
Game 3, but I couldn't say no.
I mean, can you imagine just starting both games with like a day off? I faced Ryan during our career. He got the best of me a lot. So it was just fun. It's just those are the kind of things like All-Star games and WBCs and things of that nature where you get to play with guys that you wouldn't technically get to play with throughout the course of your career. You get to hang out off the field together, ride buses together. So, you know, it's fun. It's really cool to be able to share fields with players that you wouldn't technically do, and you know, got to do that with Ryan in 2017.
Yeah, and Freddie, by the way, Sierra got me too. He hit me with a line drive right off my elbow. I still got cartilage there that's built up. I caught the ball. A lot of people don't realize it squared me up in the elbow.
Yeah, right. You hit a line drive and you still get out. You know, it's just kind of how the game works.
That's right. Hey, I this isn't a question, Freddie. This is more of a statement, and I just want to say this, man. And you talked about in there, like, you don't like to style home runs. You run out of the box every time. As a fan, as somebody who watches countless games all year long, as somebody who respects you, I appreciate so much, and I know we all do here. Kevin does so much. You're his favorite player in the game. the way you play the game, the way you grind through injuries if you have to, like you did last year, and we know there's other things that go on that nobody's privy to, the way you prepare for the big moments, and how you handle yourself on here, off the field, on the field, in the clubhouse. We're so thankful, man, because you're setting a tone for the next generation, and guys should be looking up to how you play the game. So thank you for that, because it is so appreciated.
Thank you, Ryan. It gives me chills hearing those kind of words. I just try to play the game. The game's given so much to me and my family over my life, so I try to treat the game the right way, play it the right way. I don't have that many years left. Unfortunately, I'm getting up there in age, but I love this game so much. I try to play it. There's so many kids that are coming out here to watch you play. You don't know if that's their only game that they're going to be able to come to that year, so just try to give it your all. And I don't run as fast anymore, Ryan, so it takes a little bit longer to get down to first base these days, but you just try to give everything you got every day because, like you said, the next generation, hopefully we can leave it in some good hands.
Freddie, you know what I'm not thankful for? You couldn't see me, but you made me cry just now during that interview.
Don't worry. I cry all the time. It's fine.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming on.
No.
We can't wait to watch the doc, and
Thank you.
we're going to see you in Atlanta.
I can't wait. See you guys next week.
Can't wait, man. Appreciate you, dude, so much.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank
Have a
you,
great
guys.
day.
Yep, you too.